there, folks. It is I, Nerdy John. And boy, guys, I have a special announcement to make. Guys, it is the 10th episode of Nerdy Live. Think about that. We've made it to 10 episodes so far. For me, this has been a very successful series, and I can't thank you all enough. And you know, I feel like it would be important to revisit a topic of sorts. You know, one that, you know, I covered previously, one that, you know, got me pretty good traction, admittedly. It is the Kai and Omnia situation. If you remember, the very first episode of Nerdy Live was covering his initial controversy, the initial drama he got into, which was admittedly much more lighthearted than the one he's in right now. That was the copyright strike, the copyright debate that he had with John Swan. And boy, I feel it is very poetic to do our 10th episode on him because, folks, he didn't just reactivate his Twitter account for the 20th time. He has made, and let me emphasize this, he has made a 2-hour long video response to Omnia and all the accusations against him. And oh boy, I've watched a bit of it, admittedly, to prepare. Oh, it is fun, folks. It is really fun. So, let's get the screen on. Let us begin. Off the bat, he does what everyone loves to see in their YouTube apology video. The deep sigh. Telltale sign that this is going to be a fun video. Let's continue.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if I am mentally or physically prepared to make this video.
I mean, more than likely there's something mentally wrong with you. I think that goes without a shadow of a doubt for me personally. But anyway, let's continue.
But I'm gonna make it anyway because I just feel like I need to speak. And honestly, this entire process is taking...
That's why, Queen, speak your truth. Speak your truth, Queen. Because, you know, wasn't like you fucking hit anyone or anything.
So long that I don't want to wait anymore. Given my reputation at the moment, I'm gonna opt to turn comments and ratings off in this video.
Which you did.
Really just simply want to get my thoughts out there without having to like react to something rude someone said or just somebody who said something about the situation and like having to correct that. And I just feel like that has been my entire life on YouTube.
Oh yeah, something, you know, someone said, oh, I like how his like to dislike ratio is hidden. That's a red flag. Exactly. Well, it's not like we could have been able to see the dislikes to begin with, but still.
I just don't want to fall back into that. So please understand why I'm making that decision and just not come to all of these different conclusions as to why I want to do that. I just want to speak. I want to talk about this, and I want
speak your truth,
to take
Queen.
this space in order to let my thoughts be known. This video is entirely unscripted. I only have plans to like
really
go
unscripted
through a few of the claims that Omnia has made toward me, and I also want to apologize. Few of the claims scripted. I only have plans to like go through a few of the claims that...
This is a 2-hour video, and he is only doing some, I repeat, some of the claims against him. I have an extension on my phone to see dislikes. Nice. But yeah.
Omnia has made toward me, and I also want to apologize if there's at any point that I refer to Omnia directly. I don't.
Why do you have Pokemon playing in the background, dude?
And not only that, but I also apologize if I ever refer to Omnia as she, her, as opposed to they, them. I'm still working on that. Like, I'm trying to take a majority of the criticism that's been given.
I'm trying to take the majority of the criticism. Trust me, dude, considering what's been accused of you, I think you doing their pronouns wrong or accidentally like slipping is like the worst of your troubles, dude. Trust me.
Given to me in regards to Hana's pronouns, and just make a more proactive effort into using they them. The entire thing of them taking up these pronouns has not been like something that was normalized for me while we were dating. It was just something as simple as like, this is something that they prefer.
I find
Our
him
most
very
recent
annoying.
conversation in regards to them going by they them is that, you know, I wanted to know what they currently identified as. I wanted to like be proactive in that. I asked them if like, do you want me to get you like a binder and stuff like that? Like, I asked about their dysphoria and how it could help with that. Like, so it really pains me when people like take me making the mistake of referring to them from pronouns that they no longer go by, because they never went by they them exclusively until we broke up, as like this big indication that like I'm this transphobe and stuff like that. I really
Wait, but
really
like, from what I've seen, no one was calling you a fucking transphobe, you fag. No one was calling you that. Dude, like, anyone who had legitimate criticisms against you weren't calling you a transphobe. Oh my fucking god. People were, like, you were trying to use the fucking... You were trying to use the fucking race card to your benefit, saying that she's no longer an ally when she's black and Arab. You stupid fuck. I'll try to take the majority of the criticism. Photoshop someone tweets calling him the N-word. Yeah.
do not like that claim. I truly do not. But I'll go over that later in regards to a majority of these tweets. I have my iPad right here, and I want to let it be known that this is my iPad.
Are we sure? Are we sure about that, buddy? Are we sure you didn't steal that along with her fucking wig? Because you stole the wig.
Spent my own money on this. I spent my own money on the Apple Pencil. I spent my own money on the iPad. Like, this is mine. I bought the case and everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I can buy something and then give it to someone. It's now theirs. That's how gifts work. So, you may have bought it, but if your intention was to give it to her, it is now hers, even if you paid for it. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you bought something specifically for her, it is now hers, even after the breakup.
This is mine, and I'll probably do an edit and put it right here for the receipt of my iPad.
No one is doubting that you bought it, dude, but the iPad was for her. The iPad was for her. Oh god. Wait, does it say the order? Cuz like, okay, no.
I want this to be known right now before someone starts accusing me of stealing this as if it's not mine. This is mine. I'm just gonna rant and ramble, so if you don't have time for this video, just click off if you do and have some spare time.
Kai, honey, you're the reason why this show exists. I have all the time in the world for you. Let's continue.
Within your day, I would appreciate it if you just watch the whole thing through in full. You can speed through it or anything. I really don't care. I really don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me.
Don't worry, Kai. We're gonna soak it in. We're gonna soak it in.
Stuff and provide clarification and further detail as to what went on. Okay, so the first tweet is, he also stole after the initial thread telling everybody that I abused them. He also stole multiple items of mine since he left, such as the iPad and Apple Pencil that I used to draw, my speaker, cat food, clothing, etc.
I wonder how
This
you
all has
respond to the
happened
cat
in a
food.
matter of a week. He assaulted me on Friday, December 3rd. I filed for an emergency protective order on the 8th. I guess the first thing that I want to address is like the elephant in the room. No, I did not abuse Hana. What happened was an act of self-defense. The entire situation within that day was an incredibly abusive situation. Hana was being not only physically, emotionally, and verbally abusive to me, but in order
The thing is though, you can say that. And like if she was abusing you, I want you to tell your story, dude. But unlike you, Omnia had pictures. She had like some semblance of receipts, and you haven't shown anything besides your purchase history as of now. But let's see if he adds anything at all.
to not only protect myself, but also protect Hana from hurting themselves, I had to take action on that day. I have no prior instance of domestic violence. I have no prior instance of abuse. I literally have no criminal record. So for this entire situation to happen to me is incredibly scary, incredibly jarring, and it really, really sucks because now it's up to me to explain to not only the court, but to the public what I had to
Do you think
deal
they'll
with
use this
as a
video in
result
court?
of Omnia's actions
wonder.
within our relationship. I want to apologize for the sound over there. That's my cat, my other cat, who is currently messing with their cat
No
tree.
one
This thing
fucking
right here
cares.
is the cat tree.
No one
not only
cares.
that, but this entire emergency protective order was a planned thing. I recently found that out when
Well, if it was a planned emergency protective order, you know, that's probably a bad sign of the relationship, wouldn't you guys say? I would say that's a pretty bad sign of a relationship that like they have to plan out to get they have to plan out to get something that would restrict you from seeing them, you know?
and I looked at Omnia's call logs. Well, since I'm the person who pays the bills, I went and looked at the previous instances of like calls and stuff on our service, and I came to find out that like while we agreed that I was going to stay at the apartment until February when I moved into this place, Hana had planned to put me out on the 8th. I will go into further
Isn't it weird that like this dude was like just going fucking through all of her like call logs and stuff? I find that weird.
detail about that after we legally deal with the situation, but this entire thing was pretty much planned. In regards to these items that they claim that I took from them, I never took their iPad or Apple Pencil. I'm sorry that they lost that. I don't have that in the
I'm sorry that you know you happen to lost like your Apple Pencil and your iPad. Here's an iPad and an Apple Pencil that I have conveniently. Oh,
the thing is, like, I literally went out to buy my own
the thing is that I like. Why is he talking like really raspy? Like, come on, dude, speak clearly, speak up, be a man. Come on now.
iPad to further attest to this because I don't need their stuff. I have enough money to be able to buy my own items and grab my own belongings. I can buy my own iPad. The Apple Pencil that they used to draw, I have my own Apple Pencil. They also claim that I stole their JBL Flip 4 speaker. I want to go and show you guys this. Thank God it's not that far from me. This is my JBL speaker. This claim made me so upset to the point that I bought my own. This is a JBL charger.
Wait. You were upset that she claimed you were so upset that she claimed that you stole an item of hers, that you bought that item? You were so upset with her that you bought the same speaker. I'm confused. How does that help you prove that you didn't steal it? I
Charge 5. It is not the one that Hana has, but like I decided to pick it up because like if I'm gonna move, I'm gonna show that like I don't need Hana's stuff. Anything Hana ever wanted, I could have gotten for them. Now I'm using that toward me, and I don't need their speaker. I don't need anything that belongs to them. So I went and bought my own speaker to just show like I don't need Hana stuff. Cat food. I kept saying this over and over and over again. I feel like people don't understand this. I never bought cat food or cat supplies for Hana. And not only that, I left a lot of things in regards to the cats for them to use while I left the apartment. Hana had both of the cats' beds. They had Gabriella and Minnie's beds. I left those at the apartment. I left one litter box behind because I paid for the other one. I left the cat brushes behind, and I also left 2 things of litter behind so Hana could take care of Minnie with the litter that I left behind. But as for the food, I paid for my cat food, and all of the things that I ended up buying for myself, I never intended for Hana to like keep.
But like, here's the thing, right? If the cat food, so the cat food is for both of your guys' cats. Like, dude, do you not see what's wrong with that? Like, if I buy a girl something, or a guy, or whoever, if I buy someone who I'm interested in, if I buy them something as a gift, or like I buy it for them to use, or like for mutual use, when like we break up or whatever, it's still gonna be theirs because it's a gift. It doesn't automatically become mine again. I don't think he realizes that.
Any of those things if we were to ever split, and cat food was one of those. The cat food came out of my wallet, and I am currently, even now, paying out of pocket for myself to take care of now both of my cats as opposed to one. I don't know why Hana even added this here, as if they did not have money themselves even when I left to go and pay for cat food for Minnie, and it makes me incredibly concerned about Minnie's well-being as to why.
Oh, you're such a bleeding heart. You're such a bleeding heart. You're concerned for her cat. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Can't afford cat food currently. I just don't know why. The only clothing articles that I did take, and I never intended for Hana to keep these, were the shoes. Like, I got them a pair of Adidas, and I ended up keeping those. And
but wait though. Wait. You bought them a pair of shoes specifically for them. And you're just like, yeah, nah, I'm taking it. Wait. I hate that I have to repeat myself, but dude, that's called a gift. You don't take back a gift.
I don't know what else they're referring to. I also took some of my sweaters, and like Hana had this weird thing whenever we would pick up clothes, like things that I would buy for myself, they would classify as things that belong to the both of us. And I'm like,
wait, does this dude not like understand that like when girls will steal your fucking hoodie? I'm not sorry, not steal. They will take your hoodie because you are dating. Wait, is Omnia this guy's like first serious relationship? I wonder. I'm wondering that, cause
no, like my clothes are mine. I didn't buy these clothes for you. You're free to wear them, but they ultimately belong to me. And I feel like they're still in that mindset that like whatever I got is also something that they owned. And it makes me incredibly curious on what exactly is on this list of the rest of the things that they claim that I stole from them. The moment that I find out about that information and I have the green light to be able to talk about it, I will share. He left my apartment on the 8th, taking whatever he wanted that belonged to me in the process. And I just came to the realization that he has locked me out of my Gmail and Twitter, deleted my YouTube channel, and I'm just sitting here wondering what I did to deserve any of this. So am I. I did not hack Hana's Gmail accounts. Hana even proved themselves that I didn't hack into their accounts in a later tweet that I'm just gonna go over right now. So like in the midst of me talking about it, I can just let it be known. It was in this tweet in specific right here.
Oh yeah, great fucking just like put like the fucking glare
Do you
on.
see
Yeah.
like the little red?
Yeah, buddy.
It says, random tidbit I forgot to mention. Here's proof that Kai Weiss did indeed delete my YouTube channel for me. As you can see, my Omnia profile doesn't have a channel, but for some strange reason, my private email that includes my first name, Hana, has a Prince Kai account under it. This email is the email that Hana used to create the Omnia YouTube channel. The Omnia YouTube channel was created under this account, which is why one of my accounts is under it. One thing that me and Hana agreed on in the past was that we will both be managers of each other's channels.
Yeah, and that's why everyone is accusing you of deleting the channel, dude.
I don't know why people still seem to think that me being a manager is something that never happened, and I don't know why Hana's claiming that they were never a manager of my channel. They 100% were. They had just as much access to my YouTube channel as ever. I didn't even have nearly as much access to their YouTube channel as they did to my YouTube channel. I don't know what happened to Hana's account. I'm very sorry that Hana...
Oh, it just so happens that as soon as you guys have that falling out, your not only is your channel gone, but her channel is gone too. I understand that his channel was deleted after the John Swan stuff, but like that's a red flag right there. As soon as controversy happens, you delete a channel. like I don't think it's that far of a leap to say you have, like, since you have access to her channel, it doesn't make sense that she would delete her own channel. And this is after you guys have a falling out. Yeah, it's easy for people to say you deleted her channel, dude.
Lost their account, and the timing really fucking sucks because now it's being pointed back to me, and I don't like that. I really, really don't. Hana still has access.
I don't like it, so therefore it is not true. I don't like it, therefore it is not true. I don't like it, therefore it's not true. Like, that's not how it works, dude.
To this email, they do, and my proof that I have of that is in the past I started like tweeting about Thuman and Omnia's like actions during the Hopeless Peaches drama, and I had access on one of my emails to Hana's Hopeless Peaches script, and I no longer have access to that script. And that script was created under the hanatube@gmail.com email. Hana shows off that exact email in that tweet. You would not be able to access this unless you had access to the email that I allegedly hacked. I never hacked Hana's Gmail accounts. I don't know why they're saying this. I don't even know their Gmail passwords. They know one of mine, but that's about it. That's one of the main things that I never asked Hana for access to because I never had a reason to have access to their YouTube channel. The most I had access to was being able to view their revenue and being able to view their comments in their YouTube studio. That is the biggest amount of access on Omnia's channel that I had. The
X to doubt.
reason that my channel shows up under Omnia's email is, like I said, because Omnia is a manager of any channel that I create under the email that I used to create the Prince Kai account. Hana is currently not in access to that account anymore and wasn't while the channel still existed. And that is because I removed them as a manager. Unfortunately, Hana hasn't shown the fact that that is no longer the case, but I can guarantee you they no longer have access to that Prince Kai channel. I want to say, no, I did not lock them out of any of their accounts. I really think that it sucks that it happened, and I'm currently glad that they got their accounts back. Like Hana said themselves, the account remained untouched. You would think if I was going to hack this account that I would do way more damage than just locking them out of it. I don't care about Hana's private messages. I don't care about anything like that. I'm glad that they had their account back, but I just am super, super tired of being blamed for it. Another thing that attests to what I'm saying in regards to Hana still having access to the email is this email from YouTube. I think people don't realize the significance of this email that they were sent from Ariel from YouTube. They said, "My name is Ariel and I'm reaching out on behalf of YouTube's community outreach team. It has been surfaced to my attention that your channel was deleted from our platform and our support team has shared some information with you over email. I understand how important your channel is to you, so our specialist reviewed your channel and confirmed that it has not been hijacked. That means your channel was never compromised and all actions on your channel happen through valid access using..."
Yeah, what people are saying is you had valid access to her channel. That's how you got rid of it.
The associated password. I think people seem to also confuse the fact that it's simply because of the password that the channel was able to be deleted, and I don't think that's the case. Valid access comes into like many other different forms too. I don't think you need to just simply have somebody's password in order to remove their channel. Since your channel was deleted in a valid access, this action cannot be reverted, and YouTube and Google are not in a position to mediate or adjudicate eventual disputes between third parties. If you have any questions, please reply directly to this email and I'll be glad to assist. This is a complete theory for me, but I'm like 99% sure that this is true. This email, the previous email that Hana sent to get this email, because I know that they didn't just give it to them out of nowhere, they sent through the email that they used to create their YouTube channel. I'm like 80% sure of that, but just take that with a grain of salt. But this also just goes to show Hana still has access to their YouTube email. If they have access to their scripts, they have access to be able to see what channels are under that email, then it goes to tell me that they still have access to that email and I never locked them out of it. And I hate that I'm being blamed for it. I can't believe I even have to say this. I'm not engaging with it further.
Yeah, dude, we get that you hate the accusations. I think no one's like, "Oh boy, I hope I get accused today." Like like we get that you hate them. Now it's time for you to disprove them with and not just like he said, she said stuff.
I didn't swing once. He pinned me down on the floor, straddled me, and punched me in the face over and over, elbowed me over and over. I don't have any sympathy, and at this point, neither do I. I completely acted in self-defense throughout.
Oh.
A majority of that situation, Hana was completely unhinged. Hana was telling me things like, kill me, hit me, and the only...
So you obliged by hitting her. Okay.
Reason that they were pinned down on the floor was so they no longer touch me. I was also afraid for my own safety within that situation, and I had no idea what Hana was going to do further within it. I never punched Hana. I never punched her in the face. I never held them down and just sat there and beat on them like I'm some sort of fucking monster.
Let's fact check that for a second, boys and girls. Let me go to Omnia's Twitter. Let me go to her Twitter account. Oh boy. He's claiming he never punched her, boys and girls. He's claiming he never did that. He just, to quote, he just pinned her down so that way she couldn't hit him. Let's look at this. 1 second. 1 second. It's been a while. It's been a while since these images were uploaded, so we have to find them. 1 second. Oh boy, boys and girls, here we fucking are. Look at that. Oh, we got some bruising right there. A little bit more bruising. Oh, look at that. Look at the purplish handprint. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Yeah, he totally didn't fucking hit her, guys. Totally didn't. But yeah, let's get back to the video, y'all. Let's get back.
There was a danger within that situation, not only toward me,
the danger was
also
you
themselves toward themselves. And the thing that pains me the most about this is that this entire situation is being looked at as if I'm just sitting here waking up every day and hitting my partner. Anytime that Hana has been held down was protect me from them hitting me. And the only time that I ever put my hands on Hana was after I slapped them 3 times.
Wait. Let's
them hitting me. And the only time that I ever put my hands on Hana was after.
So wait, hang on. Hang on. Let's hear that again.
I ever put my hands on Hana was after I slapped them 3 times. I will be completely honest about that.
Wait. So you put your hands on them after you had slapped them 3 times? Unless your wording's wrong, dude, because you're saying that you only put your hands on them after you slapped them. You didn't say the only time that you put your hands on them was when you slapped them. You're saying you put your hands on them after you had slapped them. So wait, does he not consider slapping like touching someone? I'm curious about that. I'm very, very curious.
I slapped Hana 3 times. I didn't punch them or anything like that.
I believe you guys have seen enough of the pictures to show, yeah, dude, you totally just slapped them.
Once they were on the floor and this entire situation was getting to the peak of like conflict, and I was receiving this onslaught of verbal, physical, and emotional abuse all in once within that situation, I slapped Hana 3 times in self-defense. I slapped them once, they didn't stop. I slapped them again, they didn't stop. And I slapped them one last time, and they stopped. After that, I never put a hand on her.
X to doubt on that one, boys. X to fucking doubt on that one. But let's continue onward.
I will not sit here and act like this was a situation where I'm just like beating on Hana and I'm just mad and I'm doing all this because I'm fucking upset. No, I'm doing this to protect myself. The only reason why I even had to get to that point, and I even let Hana know throughout that entire situation, stop, I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
Does he? I don't think he's not addressing the pictures. Address the pictures, dude.
Just stop saying all these things. Stop putting your hands on me. Just stop. I don't want to hurt you. I told them even while they were on the ground, Hana, just stop. I don't want to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to put my hands on you. Stop asking me to kill you. Stop asking me, like...
It's very emotional for him, guys. It's very emotional for him. We gotta give him time.
I don't think people realize how high stakes and how stressful being in that situation was. I did not want to hurt Hana. And the moment
She made me hurt her, guys. That bitch made me hurt her. She made me hurt her. Like, does this dude not? Oh, reload. You miss a whole lot, dude. You miss quite a bit. Let me put it back some for you.
want to hurt you. I told them even on hurt point to protect Ad, and I'm doing all this because I'm fucking upset.
Okay. So I forgot which place it was at. But this dude also, this is a serious moment while Pokemon is playing in the background. Like, bruh, exactly. Yeah, this is serious, but let's have Pokemon play in the background. You know, he's saying the only time he ever put his hands on her was after he slapped her 3 times. That was apparently the only time he has ever, quote unquote, laid hands on her. And since you're back, Reload, let me give you a refresher of what Omnia's bruises looked like. Okay, so like we have some bruising here. We got some more bruising, you know, around here. And then, there's like the elbow area where look how fucking purple that is. And then we got those purple marks right there. Oh yeah, dude, you totally only slapped her. You only slapped her, dude. Wow, I know like Prince Kai likes to like call himself a liberal, but man, he was treating her like she was a 1950s wife. I guess so, allegedly. Let's continue.
No, to their ex-girlfriend as well as their roommate, I don't want to hurt you. I told them even
I don't want to
while
hurt
they
you.
were on the ground. Hana, just stop. I don't want to hurt you.
I don't want to hurt you. Stop making me hurt you. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Don't worry about me, brother. Let's just watch this trash fire together. Yeah. I just want to, a little refresher for the
I'm not trying to hurt
audience.
you. I'm not trying to put my hands on you. Stop asking me to kill you. Stop asking me, like...
Okay, we already seen a bit of this. All right.
How high stakes and how stressful being in that situation was. I did not want to hurt Hana. And the moment that I did was only to protect myself. And after that, never put a finger on them again. So it really hurts to have that happen.
Okay, we get it, dude. You constantly talk about how much this hurts you. Dude, fucking address the pictures, dude. It's that simple. Address the fucking
And
pictures.
be the subject of so much abuse behind the scenes. And then all that comes out of it is that I'm looked at as some sort of monster because Hana didn't take the time to tell the entire story. And they don't care to because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to anybody for Hana to tell the entire story. This entire time that I've been on YouTube,
Address
I've been only supportive, loving,
the
and appreciative toward my
pictures.
partner. And anything that happened between us, we only dealt with behind the scenes, and this was per Hana's request. And I'm sorry that I'm getting worked up right now because it's upsetting. And the only moment
It's
that I've
upsetting
ever
that you're not
been
addressing the
public
pictures.
with something that happened between me and Hana was way long ago on February 18th, like a year ago, I believe, when this happened. I came out about Hana leaving me and my brother out in a snowstorm in our state after accusing me of similar things. I never put my hands on Hana that day, and me and my brother had to drive an hour from where Hana lived back home in the snow and nearly died in the process. And I was incredibly upset about that. And all I was doing throughout that entire time was trying to get back in contact with Hana and apologize for things that I shouldn't even have had to apologize for because I didn't do anything wrong that day.
Okay. That's lovely to talk about, dude. But like, how does that prove anything in this current situation? Like, how? Like, dude, you don't bring up the pictures once. Why aren't you talking about the pictures?
I was done so
Are they
dirty,
photoshopped? What?
and
Come on.
instead of hearing me out or listening to me or anything like that, Hana screenshotted every single one of my messages that I was talking to them about and sent them to their ex-girlfriend as well as their roommate at the time. And I didn't know anything about this until the future, where I finally confronted Hana about everything that they lied about. And the lies didn't end there, clearly. But that is the only time that I've been public in terms of how Hana has abused me. Anything else, I have only disclosed to my personal friends who were willing to listen to me in regards to that situation.
So did your personal friends never tell you to like leave her? I'm just saying, if the relationship was just as bad as what you were claiming it to be, and you were confiding in friends, did none of them ever tell you to leave her, or like what?
Situation, or I would contact my family and let them know, because Hana made it a very big point after I released that thread on them that you need to keep all of our situations that happen between the both of us in private. And it really pains me that this was the energy that they had before, and they had such a problem with me doing it, but they have no problem with doing it themselves. And I just hate that. He can have the Apple Watch. He can have the fancy schmancy electronics. He can have his material things. I don't give a shit. All I want is for me to be safe and protected, and the only point he has is, I spent money on you. Yeah, so did I. That's what people in relationships do. This tweet seems fine initially, until you come to realize that I agree with them. I spent money on them, they spent money on me. But the thing is that don't sit here and act like your point is, oh, Kai spent money on me, when you go in the future and say this. So angry that I housed and fed his ass for 7 months, then he had the audacity to steal my Nintendo Switch, which I didn't. And before he claims he gifted that to me when I bought it for myself, I agree with this. They definitely bought their Switch, but I didn't steal it. And now I can never check on my Animal Crossing island, 400 hours invested, by the way. Ever again, I'm so mad. The thing that gets me about this claim is the fact that I'm being like condemned for bringing up all that I did for this person. But it's bad when I do it. But when they sit here and say that I housed and fed his ass for 7 months, it's completely okay when they do it. And the worst part is that half of the time, especially...
Well, yeah, she gave you a home and you gave her a left hook. I think that's the point, like, she's bringing up, dude.
Around the end of our relationship, I fed them. Like, I was the one who cooked around the house. I was always making food. I was always doing dishes, taking care of chores, everything like that.
Oh, so you played your role as a housewife pretty well. I think, you know what? This is probably what happened. He felt like he felt like he wasn't being a man in the relationship, and he probably felt like she wasn't allowing him to be a man, so he took a left hook. You know, that's just a theory. I'm game theory.
So I find it wild that, and not only that, but the claim that they housed me is really wild, because they didn't house me. Their dad housed the both of us at the end of the day. Hana did not have to pay a single bill. They didn't have to pay rent. They didn't have to pay electricity.
It's still her place.
They didn't have to pay a phone or anything like that until September, when we had a fight and their parents found out about everything. That is the only time that Hana started having to pay for bills. And not only that, but their parents were already weaning them off of all of these monetary benefits, because Hana was making plenty of money on YouTube. They were making plenty of it. And I've seen the numbers. The numbers were big, and Hana was making plenty upon plenty of money.
So, like, dude, like, the best you can do is also say that Omnia, it was also bad in that relationship too.
To be able to pay their own rent. And not only that, their dad was paying for not only their siblings' rent, their sisters' rent, as well as their own rent, and putting all of them through college. So forgive me if I think it's a little strange and a little bit entitled to still want monetary support from your father only on the basis that they promised it, but not understanding the fact that, okay, this man has 3 children that they have to pay for. They have 3 children that they need to put through school. And one of those children is independent enough to be able to pay for some of their expenses on their own. And trying to communicate that to my partner was incredibly difficult. Hana says that this is me feigning a lack of understanding. Trust and believe when I say that I understand their issues that they have with their dad, but I'm still an objective person enough to understand why their dad or even their mom would make the decision to not want to continuously have to pay so much money to put them through school if they are able to do that themselves. I don't think it's really wild to say that a lot of college students within the world have to pay their own rent. So I just...
Okay, let's skip a bit here. This is so
our drill was not pink, it was red. And people thought it was so crazy, and even Hana thought it was so crazy that I would say this as if I don't have good reason to. Somebody asked Hana what else I stole from them. And Hana had this to say: a power drill without the charging base, a Roomba without the feet, a cable for LED lights but not the lights themselves, Wiimotes but not the games, the Gaomon PD156 Pro tablet I got as a sponsorship. Didn't have time to pack his toothbrush though. I think this also goes to show how toxic Hana is behind the scenes. Like, I hate when Hana talks like this. I really do. I don't hate Hana enough to sit here and be...
But she abused you, right? She abused you. Right? So, like, you probably would hate your abuser, I would imagine. But she apparently didn't abuse you enough, I guess.
Like, oh my gosh, couldn't do this. It's so gross. I don't like it. I never liked it while we dated. And I would always get upset when they would sit here and treat me like I'm just some nigga on the street and not...
Yo, he said the word. He said the gamer word, boys. He said it. He said the gamer word. Oh my God.
Not their partner. And like the amount of villainization that happened to me within that relationship was absolutely ridiculous. I never stole a drill. And the worst part is that, like I said while debunking their Amazon wish list, which I will go over in this video a little bit later, is that our drill was not pink, it was red. And people thought it was so crazy, and even Hana thought it was so crazy that I would say this as if I don't have good reason to. We have 4 plants hanging over the...
Guys, it's important to debunk. I need to correct the fucking color. It's... Guys, you don't understand. It's important for him to... It's important for him to avoid the pictures, but it's very important for him to correct the coloring of the drill.
Couch in our living room. And those 4 plants were put up with that same drill. The place that Hana got that drill was from their previous roommate. They stole that drill from their previous roommate. And that is why we had that drill. People keep asking me, well, how do you know that Hana stole the drill from their roommate? Because I lived at both of those apartments for like
oh my God,
8 months of my life, probably more. That's the reason why I know that information, because I lived there.
Oh my
because
God,
I've met these people. I know their roommate's name. I've met their roommate. I've met their roommate's friends.
You know, that's good for you, dude. But how does that address the pictures?
Why I was even left out in that snowstorm, and I let that be known online. Like, and even then, Hana claimed on that same day that they didn't know anything about it, when in reality they did. They knew everything about me being left out in that snowstorm. But they lied to me and told me that, oh, it was just because I was asleep. I was asleep the entire time. That was a lie, a complete lie. And I caught them in that lie.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
fucked up a lot of our relationship in the future, but I love this person. So I still wanted to continue to work with them and make it work. Because I loved Hana more than I loved fucking breathing, dude. A Roomba without the feet. I never took the Roomba. I don't know what happened to the Roomba. Either they lost it or when I left, someone came into the apartment and stole the Roomba from them. I don't have the Roomba. I'm not in possession of the Roomba. The only vacuum I have is the vacuum that I paid for. And it is not a Roomba. It's actually behind me, I believe. Is it? Yeah. It's right there. But that's literally the only vacuum that I have.
Guys, the Roomba is not in the room with me, therefore I don't own it.
Lights, but not the lights themselves. This is incredibly ironic because do I have them?
Oh my god.
Yes, I do. Hold on. Just give me 1 moment. These are the lights that Hana claims I stole the cable for. You would think that if I stole the cable for these lights, they wouldn't give me the lights. And these are the lights inside. As you can see, they're really big. Here's the other one.
Okay.
We use this for the lights. I'm sorry, my camera is out of focus. We use these for the lights that went above the roof in Hana's room.
Okay.
And these are the lights that we had left over. You would think that if these are something that I stole, they wouldn't give them to me. But these are the lights that I took the cable for. These are smaller lights. These are T-Joy lights, I believe. I think Hana still has the box at the apartment, but these are lights that I bought for me. I never bought these for Hana. I'm using these for this room that you see me in, but these never belonged to Hana. And I took the plug back for those. The other plug for those lights are still at the apartment, which is why Hana is able to light up their room during their streams and stuff like that, because they still have the plug for those lights. Either that or they bought another one. I have no idea, because from what I remember, the plug for the lights in the room are still there. I didn't take those because I didn't need them. I just took my lights that already had a plug. And I believe the plug should be somewhere around here in my room. I'm not gonna go look for the plug, but the plug should be around here somewhere in my room. Another one of the things that's listed here is also really gross, and I don't appreciate it. Wii remotes, but not the games. The games that are listed in this photo, which I think is absolutely wild, are Super Smash Bros. Brawl, backups all the time. So I don't know why this is even remotely a claim or something that was even said to be like, oh, well, he also stole this thing from me. No, I didn't. I don't care about a Naruto game, Just Dance, or Wii Fit, or Smash Brawl. I can get any of those things on this Wii U and just run them off a flash drive. That's it. That's why this flash drive always sticks out of this thing, because that's where all my games are. I'm kind of a nerd. I love messing with tech.
I don't fucking care if you're a nerd, you prick. I care about if you fucking abused her. But like, do you guys realize like how like he's completely avoided those pictures and like
love running custom firmware on consoles, so I tend to do that a lot with not only my 3DS but my Wii.
Good for you, dude. You know how
Switch,
to do that.
all of that. That's how I just do. That's how I run a lot of my games and stream a lot of the content that I stream when I used to make content as a commentary channel. The Galmon PD156 Pro tablet I got as a sponsorship. I really hate this claim because what people don't understand is that we had 6 tablets in that apartment, and all of those tablets were actually very expensive. One of the tablets that was in that apartment Three of those tablets actually that were in the apartment were a Wacom tablet, which was the same model of the one that we gave away that Hana stole from their school. We had 3 of them. All of those tablets were $600. They were very, very expensive tablets. So I don't know what they did with those tablets or anything like that. I have no idea. But
I
they
have
should
no
still have those
knowledge of
tablets
any of
unless their
this.
school came and took
This
them
is
back.
so
The other
bizarre.
tablets that we had were my old XP Pen tablet, which I'm pretty sure is still at the apartment because I don't have it, or somewhere back here. I'm not going to sit here and blame Hana for having that. I have no idea where it is. I didn't know where it was when I left the apartment. Like, I didn't really care to grab it. The Gaomon, which was one of the tablets that we had, and the iPad, which was Hana's tablet. So forgive me if I don't understand why, one, I'm being blamed for taking these tablets, and the worst part about the Gaomon tablet was that it was a gift to me. Hana gave me that tablet, and
now we're talking about gifts. We're talking about gifts now, and how a partner shouldn't take back gifts. Okay. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Kai. That's real funny.
I asked Hana if it was okay if I could keep the Gaomon tablet because I tend to draw on it often. It's what I used to create one of my stills when I was making my Pokemon content. And Hana was completely fine with me keeping that tablet. So I don't understand this claim of this is something that I stole. I left that tablet at the apartment because I knew that Hana would pull this. I knew that they would sit here and say that this was something that I stole
I
from
wish
them.
I had
I'm
that
sorry
kind of
that
money.
I'm getting worked
Exactly.
up
Same
because
here, Planet.
It's just this entire situation is incredibly upsetting, and I just hate being blamed for every bad thing that happens to my partner. I really, really do. I want to go over this next tweet because this next tweet is also a tweet that like has not given me closure throughout this entire situation and has made me extensively upset. Unlike him, I actually put all the belongings he left behind, gifts I've given him included, in big caps in the corner of my apartment to have an officer deliver them to his house whenever I'm done sorting the whole space. I got a lot of this stuff back, but I think people fail to understand that
People are failing to
much of
understand.
what's in this pile was not a gift. And I think people assumed that like a lot of what's here is a gift. I'm going to let you guys know. I'll probably post a picture and put it here of what Hana bought me in this photo. And I'm just going to tell you while I'm looking at it. Hana only bought me this Jirachi toy right here that's on top of my Switch case. They only bought me the Jirachi toy and these flags. That's it. There's nothing else in this photo that Hana bought for me. These 2 plushes right here, one of them was a gift from my brother, the purple one, that's Suppy from Cardcaptor Sakura, because I love that anime.
I don't care if you love the fucking anime.
And I bought that for myself for Christmas. It was around Christmas time that my brother bought me this one, and I bought this one. What else is in this photo is my protective order, which is under the...
Wait, he uploaded another video?
Remote.
Oh my god, hang on. He uploaded another video? Responding to Rosie the Rascal and addressing more stuff? Oh my god. We are gonna have some fun tonight, boys. We're gonna have some fun. Let's do it. All right. I'm glad I made this its own separate episode instead of covering it last night because I wouldn't have been able to like do everything. But let's continue on.
For my TV and my cologne I bought myself, and my body wash is also what I bought myself. A lot of what's in this little pack here is stuff that I got myself, like Disney park pins when me and Hana went to Disney. A lot of those that belong to me are...
Okay, that's still your belongings that she's giving back. And there is stuff in there that she bought for you as gifts that are in that too. So what's the point in debunking this? I'm very confused.
They only gave me 2 back. I had way more pins than that. And I only got 2 of them. And I really find it weird that Hana said that they never agreed to rescind gifts when this Jirachi toy right here is still in their possession, despite putting it in this photo and telling everybody that, oh, well, I'm sending Kai all of his things back. This Jirachi toy was missing from my belongings. And I just believe
Source,
at the time when I was
trust
going
me,
through all
bro.
of this stuff, because I did receive it back, but an officer did not deliver it to me. When I got these items back, I thought that I just lost the Jirachi toy and I misplaced it. Next thing I know, in one of Hana's streams, Hana has that same Jirachi toy just sitting in the background. And none of these other items are gifts. So I find it really weird that they're going to say that they never agreed to rescind gifts while rescinding gifts themselves. And it just makes me upset that even when I
Yo,
try
what
and
if he
say
sees
no
this
one listens
stream
to me
and does a
because,
reaction to
it's
me?
Kai
I would
Weiss,
love
and
that.
Kai Weiss is a fucking liar and abuser and everything like that. It's incredibly upsetting and incredibly
We get it,
stressful.
dude.
Having
Quit
to deal
fucking
with the
repeating
circumstances of
yourself.
this entire situation and be silent about it and just hope and pray that at some point people listen to you after the verdict is given is upsetting. So, which is why I'm even in front of this camera making this video,
Okay.
so I can at least have some sort of leeway to show you guys that this entire situation is not as simple as you think it is. I also want to bring up this next tweet as well because it kind of goes to show that, like, even if I didn't take something like I said, Hana blames me for that thing missing. Whether it be us at Disney and Hana losing their credit card and then blaming me for it, or Hana losing their student ID and then ending up finding that student ID, but before they found their student ID, they blamed me for the student ID being gone. It goes to show that I am always the butt of blame whenever Hana loses something. And this tweet also goes to show that. Unfortunately, he also stole my 5 terabyte WD passport that I bought to keep all my content on. I've never deleted any of my videos and thumbnails entirely.
I have 3 of these. I don't need their passport.
But because he stole that as well, I'm just screwed, I guess. LOL. Hana thankfully later clarified that I did not steal this.
I came again from the store and this motherfucker still has Pokemon in the background. Like, dude, I get it.
Passport is if they clean the apartment. And a lot of people seem to be
Or
very upset
at
at
any
me, and
point
even Hana
before our
seemed to be
breakup,
very upset at me,
ask.
that I let it be known that I had to do a lot of the cleaning within that apartment. And I did. There were so many responsibilities that I took up in the apartment so Hana could have the space to make.
Yeah, good for you, dude. You played your role as housewife. Good. You put on the apron. You did the chores like what a good wife is supposed to do. What? Okay. What's the point
their
here?
content or hang out with whoever they wanted to hang out with and do the things that they wanted to do within their day-to-day. I have only wanted Hana to have the space to be comfortable to do what they want to do. I would go cover their work shifts at their jobs. Like, I would walk on foot to their campus, to their job to cover their shift so they can be at home and sleep and get what rest they needed after having a long day at school. I would, even while I was on my way there, pick up food, dinner, groceries, and everything and bring them all back by foot from the campus back to the house. I would go out of my way to clean the house whenever Hana was gone at campus to go to school so they could make sure to come home to a clean house because I didn't want them to stress out about that. I made sure to do the dishes every time that we ended up having food or anything like that. I would be the one to take care of the dishes. I would clean immensely throughout the house. Whenever it came time to do the laundry, I would pay out of pocket.
So I guess that justified you slapping her. I guess that justified you slapping her, right? You motherfucker.
To do our laundry because we didn't have a washer and dryer where we lived at because we're at a college campus. So they made it so all of the tenants had to go to the laundry room and pay to do their laundry. I made sure while Hana was away to take care of that. Hana claims that I isolated them. And I want to sit here and say that is not the case. And one of their biggest points, because it's obviously proven that I did not isolate them from their friends, they say that I isolated them from their family. I want to make this point now, that when it comes to Hana seeing like their family like Aiko and Jay, I wanted to pay to make sure that Hana went to go see their family. Hana's sibling also wanted to see them. And I made sure to be like,
Planet, if you're still here, let me know. Does he is there anything like in your opinion, Planet, is he making any like good does he make like any good points whatsoever? I feel like the best thing he can do is just drag her with him.
Like, hey, I will make that happen. I don't have to come with you, but I will make sure that you have the money to be able to go see your family. People look at that as me saying, like, oh, this is just you trying to bring up more stuff that you paid for in their face. No, it's me showing the fact that I cared about my partner so much that I wanted them to see their family. Isolation was never in my vocabulary. Isolation was never something that I ever wanted to do to Hana, which is why I wanted to make it such a big point for them to go see their family. Before we even broke up and before this entire situation happened, our anniversary, Hana's birthday, as well as Christmas was coming up. I wanted Hana to come with me back home to see my family because Hana felt like, oh, I don't have a family to go see during Christmas, even though all they had to do was just contact their mom and dad.
More
and
he said,
back,
she said.
But that's
oh
fine.
God,
I respected that. Maybe they didn't want to go and contact their parents right now. Maybe they didn't want to go as often as I did, but I'm not going to blame them for this. I still did it anyway. But I even let Hana know this, which was this thing where with Hana, more likely I can't come back to it. Before I moved in with Hana, I was living with my grandmother. And my grandmother had this thing where if I'm away from home for way too long, and I even let Hana know this, which was why I was reluctant to seeing them as often as I did, but I'm not going to blame them for this. I still did it anyway. But I would not be able to come back home and my grandma would give my room away to somebody else. So if I left the apartment, I was practically homeless. So, and that's exactly what happened. And I had to make something work in the time of me leaving the apartment and then coming into this room. I did not have a room after I left the apartment and after I left Hana. I came to my mom's house and I slept in my mom's office for 2 months before we lived here. And the entire time I was just sitting here contemplating the situation, having to gather evidence for the court case and everything like that in order to have autonomy over my life again. People do not understand how much this has shaken up me in my life at it.
I'm sure it's affected your life, dude. No one's questioning that's affected your life, but it's also affected her life too. And I'm sorry, dude, but so far, Planet, call me out on this if you feel like I'm wrong here, but like, so far she's brought more evidence in her favor, and you haven't really brought any evidence in your favor, dude.
Its core. And I don't think anyone will ever understand that. These are details of my life that I don't even want to let be known right now. But it took a lot. It took a lot to even get to this point, to have the things that I have in my room, to be able to survive mentally long enough and fight the battle long enough to sit here in this room. I am incredibly thankful for everything that I have in this space right now. I'm incredibly thankful
what I'm
that
looking
I had the
for
to make it past
what
the
I'm
last
looking
2
for
months
the situation
without
evolving
any social
around him
support,
beating her.
without any monetary.
Yeah, it's like, okay, purchase history. All right. He hasn't addressed the pictures once throughout this 2-hour video yet. He hasn't addressed them once. Like, what happened? Exactly. He's supposedly saying that she was mentally abusing him and physically abusing him, saying that she would kill herself. He's not. I don't care about the Pokemon plushies. I don't care about them either. Like, okay, what transpired? Ty, we need the story. What transpired? What were the reasons for the bruising? Like, how did she get those bruises if you only laid your hands on her after you slapped her 3 times? What's the supposed reasoning if you never did anything but slap her? Like, come on. Like, you need to address these pictures. I'm hoping that you address them in your next video. My guess is probably not, but let's continue anyway.
Support. I had to do all of these things by myself. Another thing
If I were Kai, I would never respond and continue watching Pokemon.
I allegedly hacked their accounts. Here's what they had to say.
Absolutely. Exactly,
My
Planet.
iPad,
Exactly.
iPhone, and iMac are all linked, synced together through iCloud. I had two-factor authentication on for YouTube, Gmail, Twitter, etc. All he had to do was change the password
This
on my
twink
Gmail
would
and Twitter
bitch and
log me
moan
out of
about
those
any
accounts on
entry
other
Omnia,
device.
even if
Then
it was
any
just
text
a poke
message
in
I
the gut.
received after that was, like I said, synced to the iPad, iMac, etc. All he had to do was change the passwords, log me out of those accounts on every other device besides the iPad, and then whenever he got a text message verification, receive it through the iPad, then delete it. Also, by my knowledge, people were mentioning that my channel was deleted on late December 8th or like midnight 1 a.m. on December 9th. I was either FaceTiming a friend at the time or getting ready to go to bed, so the damage was done under my nose. The thing that really sucks about a lot of this and makes me upset is the fact that this is way too much trouble to try and fuck up somebody's life. I read this entire thing and I was like, dude, this is just way too much. Why would okay, first I gotta get into the iPad and then I gotta log them out of every one of their accounts and then I gotta delete text. Like that's too much effort. Not only that, but before Hana left to even go file this protective order, which they lied and said that they were having a meeting with one of their...
Yeah, dude. Usually when you're getting guys, hang on. I need a full screen for this one. Okay, guys, this may be a shock to you, but usually when you're trying to get a protective order against someone, or at least some form of restraining order, you usually don't want that person to know so that way they can do something before you're able to get it. You know, I know that's a shocker, guys, but like, come on now. I may be honest with you, I don't like either of them. I like, from what I saw, like Omnia is not like particularly like in terms of like online arguments, like she harassed Hopeless Peaches a lot, or I'm sorry, they harassed Hopeless Peaches a lot. But also too, Planet, I don't think just because like they make shit content that person deserves a left hook from their partner, right? That's all I'm saying is like, yeah, they make bad content. They're probably an overall scummy person, but I don't think they deserve to have their partner hit them.
Co-workers at their job. I had no idea that this protective order was even going to happen. I had no idea that they were even going to file it.
Yeah, Kai. Like I said, usually you don't want your abuser to know that you're getting the protective order or some sort of restraining order on them before you're able to do it. You know, because like, depending, the most likely the person's rather violent, so you know, they don't want that person to interfere, you know, just saying.
As far as I was concerned, me and Hana had a fight that morning because they had all of my stuff set up like I was gonna leave the next day. Little did I know they planned to have me leave the next day, but they were sitting here talking like, oh, at 1 o'clock I have to go to this appointment with one of my coworkers, which goes to show that I don't care where Hana goes. I'm not going to sit here and isolate them. If they have places to be, then they can go to those places.
And it's for the reason they argue so much about BS that no one cares about.
That you claim that I isolate you.
Yeah, like this whole situation is around the fact that you hit her. I don't care who bought the fucking 6 iPads. I don't care who bought the LED lights. I don't care who bought whose plushie. What happened that caused you to finally put your hands on them? I don't think that's unreasonable to ask, given the situation. You haven't addressed one of the pictures. Quite honestly, dude, I think unless there's like anything further to add on to this, I'm simply just going to move on to the next video.
To this fact, when in reality, I asked Hana personally when I was going into the debate with John Swan. I asked them personally.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna get animated John tonight. We're gonna get animated nerdy John tonight. This motherfucker, his first thing he said to John was, "Why did you bring Omni up? Why did you bring her up?" And now he's using her as a scapegoat to like hide from his own fucking drama. Even if she did suggest the copyright strike, it was your decision to do it, you dumb fuck. Does no one else fucking understand that? You piece of shit. You're a fucking coward. I swear to fucking Christ.
Hana, I would really appreciate it if you were in the room with me while I went through this big debate, because I was filled with anxiety.
You need your fucking woman. Oh my! I was filled with anxiety. I was filled with anxiety. Why weren't you there to protect me from the mean Joshua? Why weren't you there to protect me? Fucking idiot.
I've never been on a debate before. I didn't want to be on a debate with these people because these people are loose cannons.
Oh yeah, you're the one to call people loose cannons. Then you didn't have to like join the debate, dude.
All you have to do is piss them off one time, and the first and foremost thing that they want to do in their life is destroy your platform. And I wanted Hana to be there with me. And even after the debate ended, me and Hana had an entire conversation in regards to how John Swan reacted. I never forced Hana in that moment and on video to talk to me about them. They had their own opinions and they let their opinions be known. Why am I being blamed for Hana making their own decisions? I never told.
Wait a minute, you fucking moron. Wait a minute, your entire point against John Swan was, how could you bring out my girlfriend? Why is she in the phone now? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Actual low IQ brainlet here. So your point. Oh, let us remember his point against John Swan off the bat was, why is Omnia in the video? Even though she gave her opinion, why are you talking about her, etc., etc. But now he's using her. Yeah.
Told Hana to participate in the Hopeless Peaches drama. There were even moments in time where I would stop Hana from saying heinous things on their platform. I was also blamed for the threat that Hana made toward Junkie and Madlibs.
Okay.
I'm not the crux of Hana making the decisions that co-signing the entire.
Yeah, and guess what, dude? She's not the crutch of you making yours either, dude.
Oh, Hopeless Peaches does not deserve their platform. It's so crazy how in half of the.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Planet, but didn't this dude appear in Omnia's video against Hopeless Peaches? So he was perfectly fine with co-signing like Omnia going after her.
These situations where it's proven that Omnia has lied about something, you take Omnia, refer to them as they, them. And if there was any point that I ever misgendered Hana, I apologize.
Okay, okay, I'm not.
I don't know why this was ever asked for, because we never had a damaged litter box. I've specifically this person. Come on. They had damaged and stolen nail files, dude. Like, I have no with the stands. Where does this stuff come from, bro? I just don't get it. Stardew Valley for the Nintendo Switch. I actually promised Hana that I would get them Stardew Valley for the Switch if they did really good on their finals. And
wait. Sure he did. Sure he did a good thing. Yes, okay. Ah, if you do really good on your finals, I'll give you a good present. If you do very good, I will give you present. I promise. Oh, does this dude not?
And like that would be how much I would have killed to have one of these. The lighting would have been great. I hate that my name is even remotely being used to get a lot of this free stuff. And I think Hana followed up on this in the future with the tweets. Here it is. Like whenever somebody makes them like upset, they like tend to self-destruct that specific.
Oh, you don't know. I'm sorry, Kai, but you're not going anywhere with any of this. Exactly. Oh, she has an issue of self-destruction. Gee, Kai, I wonder if you have a history of that.
Relationship. Like if I were to ever get in a fight with Hana and like walk away and like not engage them in whatever like emotion that they currently felt within that moment, they would sit here and be like, oh my gosh, like you suck. Like you could have done something about how I was feeling. It's like whether I talk to you, whether I walk away or anything like that, I still lose. So what's the point of engaging in it? So I just don't get it, bro. I really on your record. The reason that I called the police was so I could get that shirt back. I don't care what Hana does. Hana has stolen lots of items that belong to me. There are belongings that I still have.
Fuck, I wish I had that Kai money. I know, same, bro, same.
I still have not received any of those items back. Especially like the hoodie that you see me wear in the GoFundMe picture that me and Hana took a photo in. Like, I never got that hoodie back. The only thing that I in that corner. But no, let's just open up Kai's mail and take whatever the fuck we want from him because we think he stole from us. Like,
Does this video have a transcript?
What also gets me is this. I block him on every social media I'm active on, Twitter, Instagram. I don't use Instagram. And I ban him from engaging with my Twitch chat. I don't care enough to be in their Twitch chat. Change my phone number. They were forced to change their phone number because that is our Hana's pocket. Is this what this restitution check is for? Like, I just... That is our cat. Like, the first thing that should absolutely be prioritized within this entire situation, and I don't blame Hana for prioritizing themselves, but our cat is in that apartment. No other person lives there. It's just Hana. So if Hana ever leaves the house, that cat is alone. Our cat is going to be alone with no one to play with or anything like that because Gabriella is not there. And who is taking care of our cat while they're gone?
So sad. Don't tell me at the end he finally turns off Pokemon. So he gets more emotional about the cat being alone, which, by the way, I mean, as like, don't get me wrong, it sucks, right? It sucks that sometimes the owner has to leave the cat or like their dog alone at home. You know, I mean, like, you know, like what some people do is they give them plenty of food and water, and then like, well, with cats, you know, it's better for cats to be left alone, or at least it's safer because you can like let them go in their litter box if they're trained properly. But like, why are you getting more emotional about this rather than your fucking abuse allegations? Like, she's accusing you of doing this. I would expect a little bit more emotion, you know? But okay.
How is our cat being fed when they're at school? How is our cat being taken care of while they're streaming? What? I just. Why is this? Why did they not buy this themselves? Why? If they have all this money to be able to buy a plush, they have all this money to be able to get all these subscriptions on Twitch and everything like that, where is the money to feed our cat? Where is the money to brush, take care of, wash, everything for our cat? I'm over here having to spend my own money on a cat tree. I'm spending my own money on getting cat food. I'm spending my own money on buying a new litter box and a water fountain for both of my cats. And all the while, my ex-partner is telling the internet, hey, buy me these things for my cat.
He cries, LOL.
Oh, buy a new collar for Minnie. What? Why are they not buying that? That's our cat.
No, it's her cat.
If you have any means to donate monetarily, even as little as $2 can add up and go to distance. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You don't understand just how thankful I am for your help and support. The response from the art community, the commentary community, my family, my friends, and my viewers has been astonishing. I never expected to garner so much love, positivity, and forgiveness. I hope to embody those qualities forever because the warmth I have felt recently has been what drives me to try again every day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you. You know what? The moment that I'm able to, I will give a donation to this GoFundMe. I will.
Wait. Talks about how much he's a single cat dad. Oh, that's so sad, I know. Wait, but he's talking about how much they abuse them. He's talking about how they're stealing money from all their viewers. But you're going to enable them by donating money? I'm a bit confused. Okay.
Oh, right now I cannot. And I don't plan on it, but I do want to take this space at the very least to show that I don't have to be a vindictive and rude person to my partner. I hate everything that's being done to me, but I don't hate Hana. And I want Hana to feel stable in their life. I just don't want them to feel stable in their life at the expense of me or at the expense of anyone that they ever knew. I do want them to feel stable. So I hope. I can only say this because I don't think what I want to say, I can legally say it. So I'm just gonna say this. I hope that they can have that stability. I hope they can have that stability. That's it. As for me, you know, a lot of what's happened with me has been like flipped upside down. I've lost a lot as a result of this situation.
Yep.
But I've also gained a lot too.
Okay.
And it's just a really painful time. And I hate
you should cut up this stream into a video. This would be interesting. Oh, well, the stream is staying up, Tech. The stream's staying up.
Just, I don't know. I really don't want to turn the comments on in this video. I'm just gonna.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm feeling some mental illness from Kai.
I say I'm sorry if there's anything.
I'm not gonna diagnose him, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
In this video, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm currently dealing with.
I'm sorry I gave you a left hook. I'm sorry. I should have given you a right hook. After all, equal rights equals left, baby.
A few charges. I wish I could say what those charges are, but I don't even know if I can do that yet. So.
Yeah, because you fucking trespassed on her property when you weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to do that, buddy. You weren't supposed to do that whatsoever. That's why your ass got jailed for a little while. Oh, so fun.
Maybe in the next video I upload to this channel, I will. But that's about... That's about it for me for now. Thank you for watching this video, listening to me ramble,
Kai,
listening to me
thank
rant,
you.
listening to my anger,
Thank you.
my sadness, my laughter, all of that. Like it's a large group of emotions that I have to feel whenever I relive this situation. It sucks a lot. It's hard to keep my composure when I'm going over so many things that hurt me in such a deep level. I think there's a lot of hypocrisy on Hana's side of this situation, a lot of toxicity, a lot of like unanswered questions, so many different things.
Starts crying.
It sucks. And I don't think any of this should have been shared on YouTube, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Just Kai channel. Hopefully I'll be able to upload another video in regards to the situation, but I'm done.
Oh, what a brave boy! I made a severe, I made a severe lapse in my judgment. Okay. We're gonna do a fucking poll. We're gonna do a poll. All right. It's the first poll for this stream. Do you believe Kai? All right. Okay. Let's see it, boys. I love how he barely backs up any of his points. Yeah, it's just like sources trust me, bro. I don't know. Wait, did it send the link? Did it send it? Hang on. I wanted to make sure. Okay, it did. It did. All right. Anyway, that poll is there. Guys, go ahead. Go. I'm curious. Oh, we got ooh. Let's see here. We got a yes. We got 33% say yes, 67 say no. There we go. Okay. Well, the majority seem to agree. For those of you, for that person who does believe believe Kai, I'm curious as to why. Yes, absolutely. Of course. Yes, 100%. Okay. Now, thank you, Planet, for telling me that he actually uploaded another video. It is this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous right here. Okay. Let us watch this video now. Oh, accidentally showed that screen, but hey.
Hello, I'm back again. I'm extremely tired and just woke up, so again,
I'm back again.
Sorry that I look like a mess.
Sorry, guys.
I'm depressed. Today, I want to go over and clarify a few things, given the fact that, like, Peaches, or Rosie, released an entire thread on my video that I just uploaded, and I just...
No, yeah, I mean, like, you know, it makes sense for people to, you know, respond. Hey, Kai, if you're watching this stream, debate me, motherfucker. Debate me. You're not going to because you're a little bitch. But let's continue.
I just think, like, for one, I want to just, like, open this video up to be like, I hate live tweeting because, like, and I hate it when, like, people with a platform live
now you haven't watched that one? Okay.
Because it's like, you could react to one thing and be like, I can't believe that he said this thing, and then, like, later in the video it's clarified, but then, like, you don't react to the part where it's clarified. Also, my cat is back there.
No one fucking cares about your cat, dude. Awesome. I mean, it's a cute cat. I'm sure it's a cute cat, but, like, that's not important to the situation.
Today, so hopefully this video isn't going to be that long, so I'm just going to sift through these tweets really quickly and hopefully, like, quickly clarify what's being said so I don't have this amount of misinformation or bad faith interpretations of my video be out right now.
That is an amazing start.
It's really annoying. I'm gonna live tweet my reactions to Kai's video so I can step away from the parts I feel uncomfortable commenting on. Let's go. He legit proposes some random figure came into the house and stole a remote. I don't know where this claim
You said it that like a random guy could have came in and stolen her stuff, dude.
came from. There were multiple items that are missing from the apartment, and I didn't take them. When me and my brother left, the door was unlocked. So I wouldn't be surprised that someone came into the apartment after seeing that me and my brother left and took what they wanted out of there. I did not have the keys to the apartment. I had no idea if Hana had
But
the
you
keys,
didn't lock it behind
so I
you.
was forced to leave
Okay.
the door unlocked. So I'm not like, I don't get why like this is some claim that, oh my gosh, a random figure came in and stole a remote, just a remote, bro. If people actually watch this video,
Okay,
and all
bitch
of the
boy,
cool
come on.
shit that I have in my room and show that off. But no, it's not to be flexing. It's to show that I don't need any of the items that Hana
But oh my fucking god.
has in their apartment.
So wait, oh no, instead of Schizo posting on Twitter, he's just gonna be Schizo uploading? Oh no! Is this dude the new Trisha Paytas where he's just gonna sit down in his room and like rant for and ramble for an hour about one topic? This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Because I'm capable of buying them myself. Why would I need to steal things that I'm able to buy myself? I would not have bought this iPad, which she also claimed that I stole. I actually have my 3DS right here. Give me a moment. Bada bing, bada boom. This is my 3DS.
Good for
Both
you.
of us just had shit, so when we came together, we owned more shit. That's literally. I don't see the angle here. Right now, I'm saying isolation was never like, this is such a financial support while saying he had multiple tablets and Apple.
Okay, I'm curious what Rosie the Rascal has tweeted about this, so I'm just gonna look up her stuff real quick. Let's see, Rosie. There we go, Rosie that Rascal. Okay, let's see what she tweeted about this. One second, my friend. Forgot to mention, but some tweets by Kai actually pointed out a part I was wrong in my response. They pointed out that they made a huge point of not having financial support, not to say that they were struggling, but to contrast against Omnia. Just to scrub the, bro, why do you say that away? Okay, watching a 2-hour long video. Okay, how old? Okay, this video was uploaded 2 hours ago. All right. He sounds like he's a freshly divorced dad. I mean, technically he is. I mean, he's a divorced kitty dad. I mean, it's still being a dad. It's just like he's a divorced kitty dad. Let's see. And given the I believe like Rosie that Rascal / Hopeless Peaches is from Britain, correct? So she's probably haven't even seen this video yet. That's my guess. Like she's either watching it now or she hasn't seen it yet.
So Omnia just accidentally.
This boy's got energy. This motherfucker's got energy. Oh, there we go. We love seeing the fucking energy, boys. Well, boys, we love seeing the fucking energy. Oh, you love seeing it.
Just accidentally went on their phone and typed out "my friend Hopeless Peaches." Really? I didn't buy it out of spite. I actually wanted that lamp myself because in the old room that I was sleeping
Nick
in, there wasn't a
Pro,
lot
what's
of
up,
natural
man?
light,
What's
and
up?
That lamp is actually really good for vitamin D. That's why they call it a therapy lamp. It's supposed
So like this lamp is like really good for vitamin D. It's actually like all natural and healthy. That's why I got it myself, actually. Oh, this motherfucker. All right.
to help with dopamine, but like as you can see, my room has like natural lighting. I have my window is actually pretty good for lighting too.
That's good for
the
you,
only
buddy.
reason I
Good
have
for
this
you.
thing. It's not really, none of this stuff is necessarily
All right.
solely bought out of spite. I bought it because like I had to fill up the space. This room was actually empty as fuck before I moved
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
Here's a picture
Yeah,
right
actually.
here of how
Oh
this
my
room
god.
looked before.
Oh my god. Guys. Breaking news. When you have a room, it's empty before you put stuff in it. What the fuck? I thought rooms just magically had all the stuff you needed in it. Oh my god, I didn't know you had to put stuff in a room. Oh my god. What madness is this? What madness? Oh, this motherfucker. Okay.
Before I moved in, and eventually I'll do a room tour if I ever get the opportunity. He
Oh,
bought a
I would
Blue
love-
Yeti
I
out
would-
of spite. Yeah, but I also needed a new mic. My old Blue Yeti was broken, so I needed
Okay.
to actually get a new one. Like,
Okay.
this is what I mean. Do not misrepresent what I'm saying. If you're confused, like, you can literally just unblock me and ask me. Like, I'm literally open to anybody having a question about what's
No, you're fucking not, you disingenuous prick.
going on. As long as the question isn't stupid or makes me uncomfortable, I have no problem.
Oh yeah, I can think of one question that would make him uncomfortable. Why'd you fucking hit her? That might make him uncomfortable.
With talking to anyone. I literally had a DM conversation with Rosie not too long ago, so I don't understand why. I just don't get it. It's such an on. Actually, let me address the first two switches. The first two switches I had for like 2 years before I even picked up the Switch OLED. My hack switch is my first ever switch that I bought. All Omnia had was a Switch Lite. They never had a Switch like I did. Even if they had an Elgato HD60, they wouldn't be able to use it because they don't have a console that enables them to use it. Wouldn't be able to use it because they don't have a console that enables them to use it. Hold the fucking phone. Just hold the fucking phone. Hi, it's Kai in the middle of editing here. I'm not recording my face for this. I'm just gonna do audio. So hey, hello.
He
what's
thinks
up?
we were born yesterday.
I just realized that Hana did a stream of Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? They streamed off of their new Elgato. Super cool, awesome, fun, amazing.
Okay.
I just realized that they're streaming that game off of my old monitor that they gave me. So what happened about this shit about console that they can use in Elgato?
You can't prove. Like, dude, you can't prove.
That they got from their dad and gave. We were streaming off of all of my consoles, not off of Hana's. This is the first ever time that Hana ever had a console that they can use an Elgato on. Like, the Switch OLED, thankfully, is their only... well, not thankfully. The Switch OLED is the only console that they can stream off of. Beforehand, it was all me. We were streaming off... That incriminating myself. If I bought things that Omnia also wanted, that's just me getting them. Am I not allowed to want a Blue Yeti microphone for myself? Am I not allowed to...
Well, I mean, you know me, folks. Personally, I wouldn't recommend buying the Blue Yeti, but, to each their own, But
want a sunlight lamp for myself? Am I not allowed to want to fill this room with things that I want to fill them with, but my partner also want those things? Who doesn't want a Switch OLED? Are you kidding me? Multiple switches? I'm financially struggling because I had to buy...
By the way, guys, if you want me to have a Switch OLED, please donate in the description below. Okay, enough shilling. If you could donate some shekels, it'd be nice, but it's also not necessary. But let's continue.
Buy an OLED to spite my ex. I never said that, bro. Look at this shit. They literally posted me holding my bro.
Oh, dude, I love this fucking energy. Come on, where was this energy in the last video, man? Come on, where is this fucking energy when I wanted it? Come on.
You cannot make this bullshit up. I never said that I was financially struggling. The amount of money, because I did trade-ins in order to get my Switch OLED, that I spent on my Switch OLED was like a little bit over $50. And that, this is the reason why I have this vacuum. That is literally the reason. New Switch, a couple of cans of wet food. You mean to tell me that you need to ask the entire internet for wet cat food when you thought we were poor and couldn't afford recording the last thing? Admit, Hana literally admits. Here's what they said. Then wants to say I'm asking for things I can't afford. Their excuse is that PetSmart is closed. GoPuff exists.
Oh my fucking god.
They could have literally GoPuffed in order.
Okay, you know what? I don't think like this is just. I think that like this is just him spurting.
They didn't even have to go out or take a lift or anything.
Oh my god. Do you think he'll see this and then like he'll spurg about this stream?
It's me setting my boundaries. That's literally it. If I don't know how I could contribute to the community being toxic when the community is already toxic. What? I'm toxic for calling somebody a bad name because they
You're toxic for fucking hitting your partner. You know,
were rude to me. Are you kidding me? I've had people literally tell me, bro, you don't deserve your platform. Kai is this, Kai is that. I've had racist comments be thrown at me. I've had people who say, oh my gosh, Kai, you need to ignore all of this shit, but could never ignore me when I'm sitting here minding my business on my Twitter profile. People take bad.
You also deactivated and reactivated your Twitter several times.
Faith interpretations of everything I say. Accuse me of being a transphobe. Accuse me of suicide baiting. All of that shit. And you're telling me that I'm the one who's toxic?
Well, yeah, guys, surprisingly, when you're accused of abusing someone, of fucking beating them, and your only defense is, well, bot stuff, people are usually they're usually gonna call you toxic. I know, surprising.
People called me a suicide baiter because I called somebody a sympathy seeker. The first time he doesn't want to say my name. People want to call me a suicide baiter because I called Peaches, Rosie the Rascal, a sympathy seeker. Are we good? The first time he doesn't want to say my name, probably because the context would tell his remaining audience that he did indeed make the claim.
Do you kiss that? Do you kiss your mama with that?
That has never been my point. I wish people would actually watch the many wonders
I'm pretty. I'm usually reserved, Riveter. I'm usually reserved. I'm just finding this situation a little funny.
It's archived somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's on the web archive. I think Nice Stories archived that video, so you can find it on the Wayback Machine. But at the end of the day, I never said that Peaches faked their suicide for sympathy. I simply said that they're a sympathy seeker because they fish for pity a lot. That's literally it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just
This coming from the dude who was like, who made a 2-hour video seeking sympathy. Mein Gott, can't wait, this dude.
do it a lot less. That was my only criticism. There's nothing wrong with having sympathy or venting about your situation. Just try and do it less. It looks manipulative. That's my only
Really, Kai? Really? That's so funny coming from you, dude. So funny.
That was literally my only point, bro.
Okay, does he have anything else to add?
I respect people like that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, thank you guys so much. I've just been showered with so much support and just, come on, bro. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all who come through, watch the video, and understand where I'm coming from. That's literally it. Bro, niggas is cool. If you want to kick it with me, just kick it. That's literally it.
You want to kick it with me? Just kick it, man. Just kick
it. Hallelujah. He admitted, kind of, pinned it on Omnia, that they would fixate on quote them, and not anyone else and how they were hurt and harmed by the Hopeless Peaches drama. Thank you, God. Now just say you did it and move on. Here's the thing, Rosie. I literally stood up for you in terms of the script that Thuman.
I stood up for you, but I was still in the video trying to expose you. Oh yeah, I totally stood up for you.
And Omnia made. There has never been out about some of the things in our relationship that really were not that serious. They would take super serious. Who really left. Whatever, dog. He's outright describing what I had to go through when I was isolated from and slandered by the community. Okay, so you should understand how I feel right now.
Okay, bitch.
I feel for you, man. I do. But with how you've acted, it feels twisted to hear what I went through come out of your mouth as if it was you. It's hard to believe. As if I'm not going through it, bro. What? On his phone bill, all of that. The internet. I'm so sorry that I'm upset about that. So my bad. I'll try and be more calm and collected next time. Like, are you kidding me? Or wherever this. I literally had to condemn Shannon in my last Hopeless Peaches video that I made, and I had to get Luke out of my old video. Not get Luke out of my old video. I had to remove Luke from my last video on Hopeless Peaches because Luke couldn't apologize. They still wanted to. Do I think that my last Hopeless Peaches video was the greatest thing in the world? And it still gets me that they. I don't know if. So, bro.
All right. I think that's pretty much all I have to say on this regarding this entire thing. I think let's give Kai the smallest grain of salt and say that, you know, she wasn't perfect on her end in the relationship, right? At the end of the day, dude, all you're able to, like, quote unquote prove is that you were both toxic in that relationship and you're both awful people. Like, this isn't exactly the W you think it is, dude. It's just fucking hilarious to see him, like, this new energy I love from Kai. I love it. He's like, instead of like doing the whole like schizo posting, he's just fucking schizo uploading on his channel, and it's almost like hour-long stuff. Oh, I can't wait to see more content from him. Honest to God, I can't. But anyway, with that being said, that will be the end of this stream, guys. And if I'm being honest, I have no more fucks to give, unless of course he continues to talk about the situation, which more than likely he will, but unless something really juicy happens, like say he responds to this live stream, which I would love to see, because I guarantee you he probably looks up his own name. But with that being said, this is the end of the stream. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. If you guys want to, I do have a Patreon in the description below. I'm trying to make people more aware of it. Of course, you don't have to donate if you don't want to. I'm just happy that you guys are here to enjoy the streams in the first place. But with that being said, let's close out the night.
Tried, and I tried even more. I cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I yelled, I begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, no more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt. I strive strive to get everything done. I've played by all the rules, but I've very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I've wooed and laughed, alas to no avail. I've run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The distinct lack of acknowledgement has now begun to gall, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck at all. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have flown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have gone insane. They've come back round and passed me while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all dissolved. I plan many projects but my fucks won't be involved. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all been spent. They fucked off from the building and I don't know where they went. I've no more fucks to give, I've no more fucks to give.